Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Intuitive Insights. My name is Dr. Yolanda Dukes. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, and today I'll be having a conversation with Dr. Lynda Exley, who is a thesis and dissertation advisor for the University of Metaphysics, as well as the University of Sedona. Amidst our student debt crisis, there are viable creative careers within the field of metaphysics. And today, Dr. Exley is going to walk us through and how to possibly obtain a metaphysical degree and the possible creative careers that follow. Welcome, Dr. Exley. How are you today?
Thank you so much for having me on today. I'm so excited.
I am too. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Yes, you're one of our graduates. We are so excited to have you on with me. That's so exciting.
Yes, it is. My life has completely changed since the moment I found the University of Sedona, and I can't help but share that joy with anybody and everybody that's willing to listen, because it's been an amazing journey. It's just like, the field in and of itself is so broad, but it gets bigger and more expansive with the new ideas and the new thoughts that the students bring to this field. It's vibrant and alive.
Yes, your story is very typical of our students. One of the things that I'd like to mention before we get into the University of Sedona and the University of Metaphysics too deeply is how students find us. They find us usually online, and they're usually amidst either a crisis or they're feeling like they need to be doing more in the world and they're not doing enough, or they want to make a career change. And they just happen upon us at the right time. And that's what we're all about, being there when you need us. That's what metaphysics is all about. It's laying the groundwork before you even know what you need. And so people will find us online and they'll learn about our school. We are the oldest metaphysical school, online metaphysical school, I should be particular about that offers degrees all the way from bachelor's degree up to a PhD and even continuing education. So your degree, what was your degree? And again, remind me.
I have a degree in mystical research, doctorate of philosophy.
Okay, good. We have degrees in, if you want to talk about the PhDs, we have degrees in metaphysical science. We have degrees in metaphysical counseling, Doctor of Divinity, spiritual healing. I mean, there are so many degrees. I think when I counted it once, it was like 30 or plus degrees, including continuing education. And in line with your topic, an education that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, or an education that doesn't put you in debt for the rest of your life, where you can start working even as you're getting the degree. I think that's another thing that makes us so popular with our students, is our degrees start at $990 if you get a scholarship and pay all at once. And they go up to $1,290 if you get a scholarship and pay on a payment plan. And people say, well, if I'm not paying very much, does that mean I'm getting very much? And the answer with us is yes, you are. There is one reason, and one reason only, that we haven't had to raise that tuition fee in over 18 years. And that's because of the generosity of our alumni, such as you, and our students. It's all based on donation. They donate to our fund, and we take that money, we turn it around, we put it in scholarships so that we can keep that price down. We are not in this to make money. We are a nonprofit University of Metaphysics. Nonprofit.
That is an extremely important point to make amidst this huge amount of school closures at these for-profit universities that have really left people reeling. They've still got the student debt, or it's waiting to be processed. We see that there is legislation going on. We see that lawsuits are being filed. And this is a real solution.
We are not here for the money. We are here because it is important for us to change the world. And we change the world a student at a time, a graduate at a time. And then you all go out and have that influence on the world. Our school has been around since 1959. How many schools can say that? Not very many. And to not have raised our tuition thanks to the alumni and their generosity, it's so important to the world for people to understand that the vibration that we put off as students affects the entire world. And you'll learn that when you get into our classes and start studying metaphysics. But your personal vibration is what you're raising through these classes. And then you're helping others raise theirs. And then that lifts the entire world. We are an international university, so that's why I can say it lifts the entire world, because we have connections all over the world in 120 different countries. And we have right now, I want to say it's about 15,000 graduates, somewhere around there.
English, or is it multilingual?
Now, our classes are in English. Okay. So you do have to know English in order to take them. But we do make special considerations for folks who English might be their second language when it comes to reviewing their work. We'll understand that there may not be they may not be really up on their English, and so there may be some writing that might be a little stilted or might be a little off. But we know what their intention is, and we know what the answers are, and we know whether they understand the material or not. So we do make a little consideration for I should say for students where English isn't their primary language.
And I want to make a clear distinction that this is not one of those schools where you just pay your fee and they're going to send you a degree. There is a course material, correct? Syllabus, there are exams?
Yes, thank you so much for asking. We are not a diploma mill. And that's kind of what we call those schools where you pay for a degree and you give us your money, you fog a mirror, and we give you a degree. We are not like that. We're going to make you work for it. And you're going to work for it, but you're going to enjoy that work. It's going to be heart work. It's going to be heartfelt work. What we have is, starting with the bachelor's, there's 4 modules. They're exam booklets, and you take exams on each chapter in those 4 volumes. And then you pass that exam, and you will get your bachelor's degree. You also get a certificate of ministry, and a practitioner's certificate. So you will actually be a reverend when you get out of the bachelor's course, and you will be able to marry people. Non-denominational metaphysical marriages, which are very popular right now because people are pulling more away from religion and more into spirituality. Our courses are about spirituality. So, and like I said, metaphysically based, which is a philosophy. It's not a religion. People don't always understand that. So you get your bachelor's degree and you want to move on to the master's. Now the master's, there's 2 volumes. You take exams on those volumes and pass those. And then you write a thesis just like you would for any other master's degree at any other school. And that thesis, it's a pass or fail. And I guarantee you will pass only because I will work with you until you do pass. I am the thesis and dissertation advisor. And even if you've never written a paper before, we understand that. We have manuals, we have webinars, we have what we call the IMM virtual writer assistant who will assist you with writing your paper and give you tips on writing thesis and dissertation. So I'm not saying that it's easy, but I'm saying that if there is something when you turn your paper in and it's incorrect, I will tell you what we need to do to fix it. If it's not written where we feel it's something we can pass first time around, we work with you, tell you what you need to add to it or take away from it or change from it in order to pass. So by the time you get done, you will be like this expert on writing your paper. So that's for the master's degree. And then for the doctoral degree, you'll write a 10,000 word dissertation, and we will review that. And the dissertation is in alignment with your topic, or excuse me, with your degree. So yours was mystical research, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your dissertation would have had to been on a subject in mystical research. And the same rules apply to that. We'll work with you until you pass it. So what I always say is you'll pass unless you give up on me. If you want to stop trying, then you won't pass. I'm sorry. But
it takes a while. You know, my paper didn't just come out of nowhere. It was a topic that I had thought about, something that I loved, and I had been independently researching long before I had even found the university. So it was just this beautiful quantum marriage of just excitement, you know. When I looked at the price, I was like really, for real? But then when I went through the website and I read through the course material, I really like this. I don't care how much it costs. I like it. But I didn't have any idea what I was going to do with it, if anything. It was solely a personal endeavor when it began, and it's turned into something more than I could ever have thought
And that is how it begins for a lot of students. They'll say, I want to become a better person. I want to learn more about metaphysics. I know there's more out there. I know there's more inside of me that I need to pull out. And this class will change you. So in addition to getting a degree that you could go out and use to open up your own metaphysical business or your own healing service, or some people teach meditation in secular schools, or some people partner with a chiropractor, or they partner with even a regular medical doctor to offer alternative healing and such degrees, or they become a speaker or an author. So in addition to being able to do those things with your degree, to me, the most important thing is that it has to grow from the inside out. And I tell people this is different than any other degree you will work for, because you will start off maybe having one thing in mind, and your higher self, God, higher source, whatever you like to call it, it says, well, that's a great goal, but I'm going to work with her, and I'm going to work with her through this material. And we're going to change her lives in ways she didn't even imagine it happening. And I have students who call me, they write to me, they thank me, they say, you know, this is fabulous. I can't believe what I've accomplished just through getting a degree. So yes, yay, I got my degree. But I've also become a better person. I've learned to overcome bad habits that I didn't even realize I had. I've changed my life. Maybe that's a life change, such as I finally was able to leave that guy who was, you know, not so good for me. Or maybe it's just I'm a better person. I've learned how to be generous. I've learned how to work with the power of attraction and the cause and effect. And I've learned that there are things inside of me that I needed to change that I didn't know. And now my life is so different and so wonderful, and I am so at peace. And it's because these classes, they work through you. It's amazing.
It really is. That's exactly how I felt when I was going through it as well. It felt like it just pulled it out of me. It wasn't. We throw around the word miraculous when it truly means the essence of well-being. And I found my well-being through this program, that it was just okay to just be. That was the most profound thing I think that happened. And then meeting all the like-minded people and the support that you guys offer, which was amazing, not just during the program, but even after we graduate, where Reverend Lynn puts on the webinars and meditations and ascension frequencies, and all of Dr. Master's material is available for us to go through on a daily and to continue to meditate, to continue to take in those messages. So it doesn't just stop. You don't just have graduation and then it's over. It's not something I plan upon moving anytime soon.
Yes, you're exactly right. And I'm so glad you brought that up, because we do have one of the best Facebook groups. And I know people say, oh, Facebook, that's passé. I have a lot of groups. I don't do much with them. Ours is different. Ours is with alumni and graduates, and they're there to help you with anything. You have a problem with the test, you have a problem with your thesis, they'll help you with it. You have a personal problem, they'll share what they did that worked. You want to start a business, we've got webinars up there that help you write your own book, that help you publish your own book, that help you start your own wedding service. So we have all kinds of webinars in our archive. And the students connecting on one-on-one. I can't tell you the friendships that I've made on Facebook. You're one of them. And it's just so amazing. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not like you graduate and leave, just like you said. You graduate, and then there's people there to help you. They're your safety net. They're your confidants. They're your advisors. I mean, they're your family. people who go to our school, they graduate their family. And we do have those continuing opportunities for them. Another thing that they could belong to is called Graduates in Action. And I don't remember right off the top of my head if you're a member of that, but if you aren't, oh good, you should be. And that's our website has a special section that is searchable throughout the world. We have incredible search engines. The way our web people are so great, we always come up on top. So when they're searching for a metaphysical practitioner or a wedding advisor or anything that your degree might be for or your business might be for, you get a free profile. Your picture, your biography, your website, your phone number, they can contact you. So if somebody's looking for somebody, they're going to find you through our website. And that's a free service to all our graduates. And you only have to be a graduate at the bachelor level to be a part of that. And then we have
physical graduate. There is, I know because I've been, but just for the audience sake, there is a physical graduation.
Yes, we have a graduation every 3 years. Our next one is May 1 through 5, 2022. And it takes on average 2 years to write your thesis and dissertation and graduate. Some people take 10 years, some people do it in 6 months, but on average it's 2 years. So anybody who wants to sign up today, I'm telling you, in 2 years you could be walking down that carpet up to graduation. And it's fantastic. We have almost a week full of speakers and entertainment in addition to the formal cap and gown graduation. So you get to salute, you get to pick up your scroll. It's a time unlike, can you imagine all these metaphysical people in one room? I mean, it's just, yes, you can, you were there.
It was really magical. And I mean, that's when it got real for me, when I took my seat and, you know, the music is starting and people are starting to go up on stage. That's when I was just like, that's it. Thank God I got waterproof mascara because I'm going to cry.
That was so funny. After graduation last year, somebody said to me, "What's on your face?" And I was like, what? And they says, "I think you've got makeup on your face." And I was like, "No, I don't wear makeup because I can't. I have a condition, right?" So I'm like, "It can't be makeup." I look in the mirror. I have got lipstick and eyeshadow. I hugged so many students and I got so many kisses that I was wearing their makeup. It was so much fun.
Very professional, very well done, wonderful food, brilliant entertainment, and the opportunity for all of us to get to know each other even more, to fix our sashes and straighten our graduation outfits. It was amazing. It was just, wow, just so well done. I can't, in Sedona in and of itself, I can see why so many of us just seem to gravitate. That place is just magical. I don't know what has happened there, but it feels amazing. It's just on a completely higher vibration.
They talk about the vortex in Sedona, and whether you believe in it or not, you're going to feel it. And I don't know if it's just the beauty of the area or if there really is a vortex. But I want to bring something up because we talked about benefits of being a graduate of the school and things that you could do. But we also have benefits for non-students. If you want to check us out, you can go to our website. It's www.universityofmetaphysics.com. or www.universityofsedona.com. And I want you to look on there. We have free newsletters. We have free daily audio messages. We have free meditations. They will appear on our website and you can sign up for them and you don't have to buy a thing and it's going to help you change your life. So even if you can't take classes, I want you to go to our website. I want you to sign up for those free messages because that alone will change you. It will. And it'll improve your life. And why not get started now, even if you can't take classes? We also have our own radio station. I don't know the thing off the top of my head. Let's see. You want to go to metaphysics.com/radio. So you can listen to us on your website and you can listen to us live if you're in Sedona. But if you're not in Sedona, go ahead. Most people will put it up and just, have it playing in the background. And every Sunday morning, we'll have a special message and a meditation. And during the week, we'll play jazz and light music and have audio messages. So you'll get to hear our founder, Dr. Paul Leon Masters, who started the school in 1959. And I'm sorry to say he's passed, but no worries. We are carrying on his legacy. It's been like, what, 4 years now, right? Yeah, 4 years since he
Yeah.
passed.
Yeah.
It was a solemn moment for us, but we know he's there because we get all kinds of wonderful ideas and we know who's inspiring them.
He's still working. He's
Mhm.
definitely still
Poor
working.
guy, still got to work up there.
Yes, yes. It's not up in the clouds and that, leisurely thing you think of, but that's what we do. This is education in the quantum field. It's beyond anything else you're ever going to learn about. And your contributions to this education will be profound if you let it be and unleash your creativity and see what you're truly capable of, because it's amazing. So you said that the payment was very low. My question is there any interest to that or any penalties?
That's a good question. Thanks again for asking that. If you put $90 down, you can go on a payment plan for as little as $25 a month. Now, we know more than anybody that things happen, and sometimes you can't pay that $25 a month, and that's okay with us. There's no interest. There's no penalty if you miss a payment. We just put you on pause. And we've had students who have had tragedies happen, and we're just here for you when you get your life back together. You're ready to start classes again. No interest, no penalty. We'll just start right back up when you're ready. And so there's almost like no reason, if you're serious about changing your life, if you are, there's no reason not to sign up for class. It's that cause and that effect thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to change your life. You want to go out there and help people. People are feeling that inner call with the turmoil going on in the world today. They're feeling that I want to make a difference in the world. But you know that saying that says you can only change yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can't go out and change. I can't go out and change you and make you a better person. But I make myself a better person, then I affect the world one person at a time. Believe it or not, my higher vibrational level that I get through taking these courses, through studying afterwards, through practicing every single day, through meditating, through prayer, I raise that vibrational level. And all you need to do is be next to me. All you need to do, you're listening to me, and your vibration's raising right now. That's what it is. So you're changing yourself. And that changes the world. I mean, imagine this. You got a big bucket of water, okay? And it's muddy water, okay? And people say to me, well, how am I going to change the world one little old me at a time, okay? Well, even if it's only one person at a time, that's one drop of clear water in that muddy water, and then another drop, and then another drop. And pretty soon, that clear, clean, beautiful vibrational water, which is us, is transforming that bucket of dirty water into pure water, into clear water. Now we're talking one person at a time. I graduated 200 people last year, okay? That's 200 drops of water in that bucket. So you can affect the world that way. Don't think that you can't. Don't get depressed and think, what can little old me do? You can do a heck of a lot. And you'll be better off for it and happier and more peaceful. Guaranteed.
Most definitely. I think they have lots of lessons in the courses about abundance and understanding abundance. And one of the most profound messages that I received from this program was Spirit had a really good conversation with me and said, you know what? You need to be real. You don't know poverty. You have never known poverty. You may have not had as many dollars in the bank as you wanted, but pretty much every day of your life, you have been fed, you've been clothed, and you've had a roof over your head. So stop complaining and look within yourself and find some solutions. And what I really wanted, was to connect with more like-minded people. What easier, better, more convenient way to do that than to turn on my laptop? And it's just become so thrilling for me. I get to talk to people all over the world now. I had no idea that was even a thing or even possible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been an incredible journey. So what else can somebody do with their degree? They're writing books, but what are some of your unique perspectives, the most interesting things that you've seen people do with their degree?
What I'll start with what people most often do, and that's start their own business, which is the most rewarding thing you can do, is to be your own boss
Mhm.
and to start your own service. And that is the most popular thing. But I have students who are teaching meditation in grade schools and elementary schools. Now, they don't work for the school, but they work for the after school programs. And I have one student, I believe this is in the UK, and in the UK, they have a program now where all the students are learning how to do meditation in the schools. I shouldn't say all, but a lot of schools are implementing meditation. Now, imagine this. Instead of going to detention, going to meditation makes a huge difference in a person's life. I also have some students who are actually going to other countries, third world countries, and they're starting ministries and they're serving in that respect. And that's so beautiful when they can do that. That's a beautiful thing to do. People are marrying people, they're counseling, they're doing metaphysical counseling as well as spiritual counseling. A lot of people they're speaking, they're doing presentations at different places and getting paid for that. That's about the most interesting things I can think of, and the most common things. We have students all over the world doing all different things with their degrees. I personally, my degree, I've just used it to, and this is funny because one of your programs is the Dark Night of the Soul. Mm-hmm. And when I was getting my degree, it pulled me out of the dark night of the soul. A lot of students come to us and they're having that dark night and they're knowing something's not working in their life and they don't know how to make it work. And our classes help pull them out of that. I should say dark nights of the soul because it's not just one.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Long dark night. But I love the fact that there are solutions to it because it is dark. You have no idea what to do because mm-hmm. what we're doing is no longer working for you. And it really and truly does that. And it's not a promise that it'll do it, but if you're willing to put yourself into it, you can't help but pull yourself out of it. That's just what happens.
I think I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say, if you practice what is taught in the modules, then I will promise you'll get out of it. Because every student who's done their work, which is really the toughest part, sometimes we don't want to show up. We don't want to meditate. We don't want to, look at our own dirt. I don't want to face that. Then I have to change it. You do your work. I promise you will get out of that dark night. I promise you. There's no way it can't. It's foolproof. But you've got to do the work. That's the hard part, doing the work.
Yeah, it's just a synthesis of belief systems. It's powerful how they do indeed direct the course of your life. So when you're able to switch belief systems, you're easily able to switch courses. Was there anything else you want closing words for anyone out there listening?
I should probably mention the scholarship. I did sort of allude to it earlier. Our scholarship is available to everyone. And so people will ask, well, why is that a scholarship if it's available to everyone? Well, it's a scholarship because it is based, like I said, on our alumni's donations. And we renew it every 2 weeks. So you'll want to get it when you can. It has always been available for the last 18 years because our students and graduates have been so generous, but we can only offer it every 2 weeks just to make sure we still have the funds, just in case something happened. So far it hasn't. So far we're very blessed. So make sure if you enroll with a scholarship. People are asking, what are the qualifications to get into your school? Mm-hmm. You just need to be 18 years old. We do have younger students, but then they need parent permission. But if you're enrolling on your own, 18. And no felony. We would not want someone to be working with little children or something if they have a felony. So you cannot have a felony. Then you need to put the $90 down, fill out the enrollment form and the scholarship form, and to sign up for your payment. And that's all it takes. to
And
get
do you get
in.
physical books, or is everything electronic? How does that part work?
Everything is electronic unless you request to have hard copies sent to you. Then you will pay the fee to print the hard copies and to have them shipped to you. But you know what I tell people? Print it out on your printer. It's cheaper. That's what I did. Get those binder clips, you know. So, but everything's available electronically. The study materials electronically. You turn in your work electronically. And the best part, you can take as long as it takes for you to get through the course. 6 months, 6 years. We don't care because we know every student's journey is different. We know things happen, life happens, and it might take you longer. But the important thing to us is that you learn it, you practice it, and I don't care how long it takes for you to learn it. Your classes are going to be there, and when you're ready, you can work on it and finish. And so even when you're finished, you don't have to finish. We have continuing education classes as well. One of the ones I'm taking myself after getting my degree is the theocentric psychology course.
Yes,
That is it.
you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that has 5 volumes that are over an inch thick. It's like it is an amazing class. But that's for the real serious student. But I highly, highly recommend it. Even when you think you are metaphysically inclined and you know a lot, you will learn a lot more.
Wow, I absolutely love it. So do not hesitate to check out the University of Metaphysics and the University of Sedona. You can find them online. You can reach out to one of the staff members via email. You can even reach out to Dr. Exley, or if you need any help, I'm always here as well. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye-bye, Dr. Exley.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.